Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Laurina, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on these box jumbo braids. So from start to finish, it's like a DIY project I decided to do because a girl was broke and she needed to get her hair did. Okay. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this hairstyle. It is a super simple hairstyle, so if you manage to recreate it, tag me on social media, send me those pictures. I want to see how it comes out. But otherwise, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video in the end if you did enjoy it, and comment down below. Let's get right into it. Okay, so in this tutorial I'll be using Expression hair extensions, and I'm using them in the color number 1 because my hair is super black and I just wanted them to match. But of course you can go silver, you can go maroon, you can do whatever, girl, like YOLO. And then I'll be also using a rat comb or a tail comb, and then the L'Oreal Alvive curl nourishment oil in balm, as well as a detangling comb. If you want to find out more about the oil in balm, just check out my previous video. And then I'll also be using hair ties, hair scrunchies, whatever it is you want to call them. So with these braids, because I wanted them super long, I just cut them in half. So I just cut them once in half. But obviously if you want shorter braids and don't want to take, you know, 5 decades doing your hair, you can cut them in however long, you know, however many times you want them. Obviously the more you cut them, the shorter the braids will be. So this can be like a bob style, or you know, like I did them where they're super long down to your waist. So it's just a personal preference thing. As per usual, I will be flaring out the edges of the braids just so that I have a fishtail at the end, so that the braids don't just like stop. I'm not going to be burning the braids at the tips, so this just helps them not to unravel after I'm done with them. It looks so rough when you play it back, but I promise, guys, I wasn't being rough with the braids. It honestly looks like a struggle when it's in like fast and forwarded. So with my braids, I have a big 5 head. I don't know whether y'all have ever noticed. So I don't like my braids parting in the middle. I don't like the middle part because it just extends my forehead. So I like to do side parts for my braids. So I'll part out the sides first, and then I will choose whatever lines I want to have. With this look, I wanted like a big box braids look, so I won't have as many partings as you would have if you wanted like thinner, smaller braids. And then I'm just putting there my oil and balm because you do not want your hair to be dry underneath your protective style, girl, because you will take off those extensions and take off that dry hair as well, and you'll be left bald. I'm just being dramatic, but you know, keep your hair nourished and moisturized after under protective styles. So I parted my hair right behind my ear, and that's just to have the two sides be even. When it comes to parting my hair and stuff, I like to part the front as neatly as I can, and then the back I just YOLO. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care. But it's mostly the front, you know, that people see and stuff. So that's the one I concentrate on. And then I just detangle, and then I choose the braids according to how thick I want my look to be. So because I wanted like the big box braids look, I chose a lot of extensions to work with. And then you just do that whole 1/3 and 2/3 thing that I showed you in my previous video where I was doing the braided updo. So yeah, I just part the braids into 1/3 and then a smaller, no, yeah, 2/3 and then a smaller 1/3, and loop the braids together and then start braiding. Unfortunately, I can't teach how to braid yet. I will probably have a video on like how to braid or how to start. I can't really teach how to do the starting part, so this is more just like a tutorial on the parting and how to do that. But if you do want a video on like how to braid your own hair, then do let me know, because I know it also took me a while to kind of start learning how to braid my own hair with extensions. So if you would like that, then let me know in the comment section below. But otherwise, yeah, you just then start braiding and braid until the end, girl. One of the questions people ask a lot is how to keep the braids even. So, sometimes you'll be taking out braids and then you'll have like the perfect thickness for the braid, and then your second braid will literally be like super thin and whatnot, whatnot. If you can, and you know how many braids you're going to have on your hair, I would suggest you do just the tapering, obviously, off the end of the braid, and then choose how many packets you think you'll need, and then separate your extensions into little sections. So with my hair, for example, I ended up having 19 braids in my hair. So if you already know you're going to have about 19 to 25 braids in your hair, then just separate the extensions into 19 even sections, so that as you're braiding, all you're really doing is picking up the extensions and then braiding your hair, instead of now trying to figure out, oh my gosh, is this even? Does this look the same? Now you'll have one big braid to the left and then one little braid to the right. So yeah, that's one way to avoid having braids that are of uneven sizes. Trying to braid with natural hair, guys, can be a mission, because our hair is super curly and it's just sometimes it's just disrespectful, just getting in the way. But as you saw there, try and comb out your hair as much as you can. So I combed it out with a detangling comb so that I made sure it's super detangled, and then I combed it out with this with the fine, is it called fine tooth? Yeah, with the fine tooth comb, to make sure it's straight. That stops your hair from having, those flyaways at the beginning of the braid. So, I mean, you do still, if you have natural hair, you are going to have little flyaways at the top there, but it won't be as dramatic if you properly comb out your hair so that, you don't have flyaways. So that tapering that I was doing in the beginning of the video is what helps you get that even gradual, fishtail that I showed in the first braid. I think I'll show it again in this video. So like I said, I don't want a middle parting for this look because y'all can see that forehead. Okay, don't nobody want you to extend that. That's enough. Your forehead, my forehead was accentuated, from birth. We don't need to put more attention to it. So no middle partings for me until further notice. So yeah, I just used that middle section to make just one big braid instead of then splitting it up. So the front section had five five braids, and that's just me trying to look and see if it looks right. Wish it did. Okay. So the front section had five big braids, and then with the rest of my head, like I said, I just freestyle it. I can't see the back of my head, y'all, so the back braids are just, they don't have to be neat in my opinion, because don't nobody care. So yeah, I just concentrate on the front side, and then yeah, there you have it. That is the end of the braids. Like I said, it helps it from tapering and from unraveling or whatever. And that's how thick the braids were. I used, I think it was 4 packets if I'm not mistaken, and there were 19 braids in total on my head. Obviously I used a lot of packets because I mean it's just unnecessarily long. Like there was no reason for these braids to be so long, especially because I like to wear my braids tied up. I don't like loose braids all the time, so yeah, you don't need to make it that long, so you probably won't need that many packets. So that's what the style looks like when you just do like a normal pushback type um tie back. What is that called? Yeah, tie back. But this is how I love to wear my hair. It's just in an updo. Y'all already know this, you know? I love updos. So yeah, this is how I normally wear the hair. And that's how the finished look looks like. And like I said, if you recreate this look, tag me on social media. Why go to the hair salon when you can do it yourself, girl? Do it yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know if you want more videos like this down below.